It has become well known that children, and those of all ages affected by autism, react differently, and sometimes traumatically, to ordinary situations like lights, noise, crowds, change, and new or unfamiliar surroundings, like airports and air travel itself. This film, made at the Greater Pittsburgh International Airport in cooperation with Delta Airlines, the Transportation Security Administration, and the Allegheny County Airport Authority, is intended to familiarize people with autism with the activity, the sights, and the sounds of travel by air, to make it less stressful for them, and of course less of a worry for those traveling with them. Most importantly, it will show parents and those accompanying their sons and daughters with autism what to expect and what they themselves should be prepared for. It's entirely possible that parents may conclude after watching this film, at this particular time their family member with autism is simply not quite ready for travel by air. But more than likely, you'll find that your traveler with autism will be ready to take flight.
Arrival. Airports are very big and busy places where people go to get into very big airplanes and travel all over the place, all over the world. But the airport is a very safe place when you are there with your mom or dad or family or friends. The airport can even be a fun place, and all the people who work there are nice and kind, and they want to make your trip special. Ticketing. You all leave the bus at the airport entrance and take your suitcases and travel things to the airport ticket counter. Lots of people in line, lots of noise. There you wait while the ticket agent prints boarding passes for you and everybody with you and takes your bags to put on the plane. This boarding pass will tell you what airplane you will be flying on and what seat on the plane will be yours.
Thank you.
Sour, thank you.
Security. Now you walk to the next line to the security people. The security people check you over to make sure you have everything that will make your trip a safe one. Your mom, dad, or friend goes first. The security person will ask to see your boarding pass and your ID card if you're over 18. Then you go up to a long table. They give you a big, deep tray, and you take all the things that you're carrying, like your Game Boy or your cell phone, your keys, and anything made out of metal. They may even ask you to take off your shoes. You put everything in the tray, and then you follow the person in front of you right up to and through the metal detector. Be careful not to touch the sides. Then you get all of your things back. Sometimes a security person will ask you to stand very still while he takes a picture of you with a body scanner. They might even need to touch you, but they will ask your permission first. Going to the boarding gate. Now you go on to the boarding gate area. That's where the airplane is parked, waiting for you and everyone to get on. You can either walk to the boarding gate or take a train or a bus, or you might get to jump onto a moving sidewalk. It's like riding an escalator without steps. At this airport, it's a neat train. The train is noisy and full of people, all going to the boarding gate to get on their airplane just like you. It's a quick ride. You get off the train and walk to the gate. On the way to the gate, there will be places to eat, buy snacks, a soft drink, and souvenirs. Some airports even have play areas and fun things to learn. At the gate, it's noisy with lots of people waiting until it's time to get on the airplane. But there are lots of comfortable chairs, so waiting is easy. You can read or play your games if you want. Boarding the airplane. Then the gate agent makes an announcement over the loudspeaker that it's time to board the plane.
At this time, I'd like to offer pre-boarding to any passengers needing a little extra time or assistance in the boarding process. You can see me here at the boarding door at gate D81.
You line up with the other people, show the gate agent your ticket, and wait your turn. Sometimes the gate agent will allow you to go first. But first or last, you go into a long tunnel, and at the end of it, you'll see a flight attendant who says,
"Welcome aboard."
Then you go down the aisle to your own seat on the plane. On board. You put your things on the shelf right above your seat or underneath the seat in front of you. You sit down, and the flight attendant shows you how to connect your seatbelt. The seatbelt is a lot like the one in a car or on a ride at the amusement park. It keeps you from getting hurt if the ride is bumpy. You can see there are inside seats and seats by the window so you can look outside. The takeoff. Then, when everyone is seated, the pilot announces over the loudspeaker that the plane is about to take off. You make sure you are snug in your seatbelt, and the pilot starts the engine. Soon, you can feel the plane slowly pulling away from the gate and moving to the runway. Then the plane speeds up, faster and faster and faster. The engine roars very loud. And suddenly, you feel yourself and the airplane going up, up in the air and away. In flight. Then it becomes very quiet. Instead of roaring, the plane's engines hum, just like your school bus. And the airplane flies high over cities and towns and rivers and forests, taking you to the place you are supposed to go. Some trips are long, some short, but there are always things you can do. Play your games, look out the window at the clouds, read, maybe even watch a movie or listen to music. And usually, the flight attendant will ask if you want a soft drink or a snack. There are even little restrooms if you need to use one. Landing. And then, before you know it, just when you're comfortable and relaxed, and maybe even sleeping, the pilot announces that you should sit and fasten your seatbelt, that the plane is about to land. Before long, you feel the big wheels of the plane as they make contact with the ground. And after a few bumps, you hear the big engine roar as it slows down the plane. Sometimes, not always, when the plane lands, your ears will hurt. But don't worry, it doesn't last long. You'll feel a pop and the hurt's gone. Then the plane moves slowly to its gate at the new airport, and the plane comes to a stop. The pilot rings a bell, and it's time for everybody to get off the plane. Getting off the plane.
But we wanted to thank you once again for choosing Delta Airlines today. We hope you had a safe and enjoyable flight, and we look forward to seeing you again in the future.
You unfasten your seatbelt, get your things from under the seat or from the compartment above, and you move to the front of the plane, out the door. And there's another long tunnel to go through that takes you right to the gate area of the new airport. Claiming your baggage and leaving the airport. But wait, you have to get your suitcase and other baggage first. So you follow your folks and other passengers to the train, a shuttle bus, along a moving walkway, or you just walk to an area called baggage claim. There you will see a big, shiny, oval-shaped steel belt. Then you'll hear a loud buzzer and see a flashing red light, and the wide belt will start moving, like a train around a Christmas tree, bringing your suitcases from your plane for you to pick up and take to your car, bus, train, or the people who might have come to the airport to welcome you. If you're just returning home, you know the drill. Out the door, ride the shuttle bus to the parking lot, into your car, and home. There. How about that? No problem, right? Ready to fly?